Hey everybody, it's Chris with Out West with Chris, and I'm here with another gear review. Today, along with my brother-in-law, I'm going to be reviewing the Coleman Octagon 98 Plus. And as far as Coleman tents go, this one's pretty awesome. I had some personal experience with it a year ago when we were camping at Peterson Prairie. This year, I stayed in this tent, and also when we went to elk camp, this tent served an important function as being a storage slash poker room, and we got a lot of wind and a lot of rain, but I'll let Carrie tell you a little bit more.
So last year I needed a family tent. I come from a back camping background, so I'm used to packing light and fast. So family tents was a little new to me. We did some looking around and we found the Coleman tent. Coleman can be kind of hit and miss. This one has done really well. The main feature is it has a full fly all the way up and over, which keeps the rain from coming up underneath and into the mesh part of the tent. It has a full mesh top, so you get a lot of ventilation. All the stitching's already been sealed, so maybe in another year or two I might have to touch that up, but we haven't had any problems. Like Chris said, last winter in elk camp, we had a river run underneath the tent, and then we got pounded with rain and wind, and we all stayed dry. Another feature which helps with the rain is it has a tub design. So you have a one-piece bottom that comes up anywhere from 4 to 8 inches depending upon whether or not you stake it down, and your water level has to come above that to really get into the tent. There is some stitching for your straps, for your anchor points, but those haven't leaked at all. Nice feature with a family tent is it kind of has a door, so if you have kids in and out, it pretty much closes on its own to help keep the bugs out, which has been really important this trip. We've had a lot of gnats. All the sides zip open. With Velcro.
Don't touch it, don't touch it.
And tiebacks. So you can get a ton of ventilation. The first night we stayed here, it was upper 80s, low 90s during the day, and it cooled down to about 70 at night, so I didn't even have the fly on. And the whole roof is all mesh, which is really nice. You wake up in the middle of the morning or middle of the night, you get to look straight up at the sky. So you get that outdoor feeling while being protected. So it also has tether straps that come off the corners that you can anchor down in high wind situations to help keep it from flapping around a little bit. We've owned it right around a year and I haven't even staked it down yet. With the pole system, which you'll see when we get the fly off, it stays pretty sturdy even without tent stakes. So if you're in harder ground or campsites with the rock, you don't have to worry about trying to stake it down. So your fly just clips onto your bottom rings and your poles just fit into the pins, and that's what helps it hold it all open. You don't have all the Velcro running up and down like a lot of tents, so it makes it pretty easy. Once she's unclipped, if I got them all.
So this is with the fly off, and as you can see, it's a really airy design with the mesh. You can't even see it, but my hand is touching the mesh right now. There you go, you see it a little bit. It's a good tight mesh pattern to keep the bugs out, but it also allows you to see out really well. So let's go take a look on the inside. It's nice and roomy. It easily sleeps 4 people. Little kids, you could probably fit 4 adults and 4 little ones too, huh?
Yeah, as a family tent, it's rated at 8 people. That's minus gear, I'm assuming. Having a family and a kid, well, 2 kids, you pack a lot of gear. We slept 4 adults and a little one and tons of bags and extra gear and still had room to move around. We've had a poker table with 3-4 ice chests and miscellaneous beverages stacked along the side and still have plenty of room. I'm at the 6-foot mark and have plenty of room to walk around without bending over and bumping my head. This tent also has another nice feature if you go camping with friends. It has a divider wall that you can clip in real quick.
So you clip that right here?
Clips there, the top, and over here, and it splits the tent in half. And they have their own door. It's not shock corded like the main door, so you do have to close it or zip it shut. but it does allow them the privacy and the access on their own.
So you got some nice little storage pockets.
Got a couple storage pockets on each side.
Right by the doors, that's handy. The flooring seems pretty good to you. What's your take on the floor?
Flooring is pretty good. With any tent, I would recommend putting a tarp down. This site had a tent slab, which is really hard packed dirt. So we didn't need to use it this time as the moisture doesn't really come through. We haven't had moisture issues. Elk camp, like we had stated before, we literally had a creek running underneath the tent and none of it weeped through the floor. So, and I don't believe we had a tarp down at that time either.
I don't think so.
It's just a storage tent.
Right.
But yeah, it does really well. It's pretty sturdy. No issues with the floor. It is on the heavier side, so it is a camp type tent, not a backpacking type tent.
So car camping?
Car camping, trailer, yeah. All the poles are color coded and shot corded so they all stay together. Makes setup really quick and easy.
So here's an example. Blue and blue. Red and red.
And then greens at the top.
Alright everybody, thanks for watching the review. Thanks Carrie for sharing your thoughts on this tent. I've liked the tent. One thing that I really think is cool about it is the open mesh ceiling. You know, if there's no threat of rain, it just provides so much airflow, and it's really nice being able to wake up in the middle of the night and just lay up and look at the stars or look at the trees swaying and that type of thing. So that's one of my favorite things about it. How about you?
I like the room, the easy setup, and the weatherproofness of it. Having wet clothes and wet kids is not fun when you're camping, so this tent's done really well.
Alright, well that's it for now. If you like the video, please click the like button and subscribe, and thanks for getting out west with Chris.